Welcome to Chemistry for Dummies, a guide made by dummies for dummies. But first, as a quick reminder,
wear goggles in lab.
Safety goggles are an essential piece of clothing when performing any lab. They keep your eyes protected from contaminants and harmful chemicals. Another essential piece of clothing is closed-toed shoes. Open-toed shoes leave your feet vulnerable to spilt chemicals and shattering glassware. Or to sum it up in 3 words,
one of those.
Also, no eating or drinking in the lab, but let's hope that's a given.
What is that?
No food or drinking in the lab.
And no horseplay.
Spill it out of your pocket. Get that, Ross. You don't put the horseplay in the Shawna.
Okay, let's start with fire. Never hold anything flammable over an open flame. Depending on the object, the fire can spread very quickly. Luckily for us, these mistakes were performed by professionals.
There we go.
Don't burn stuff. Don't burn stuff. You ready?
Yeah. I'm kind of close to the...
You also want to make sure hair and clothes aren't too close to the flame. The easiest way to deal with long hair is to have it tied up in a ponytail.
Don't get your hair close to the fire and catch it on fire. You gotta make sure it's pulled back in a ponytail.
Next up, glassware. Never drop anything or could trigger a massive explosion that could blow away the entire city. Oh God, the humanity! What have you done? Nah, I'm just kidding. But don't drop stuff. It's rude and expensive. Anyway, if something does happen to fall, clean up with a broom and dustpan instead of using your hands.
Yeah, he did. He opened it.
Ross is stealing my materials.
Next up, spills. Anything with extremely acidic or basic properties should be cleaned up using the absorbent material found in a standard spill kit, as our professionals will now demonstrate.
Well, Ross just spilled some acid, so now I got cleaned up with this powder skilled stuff. So we pour it over the liquid to absorb it.
The right procedure. We need to do that too for the horseplay, I guess.
And then we let all that absorb, and then you just sweep it off.
And then you gotta spill the coating.
Here you go. You want these? You're here, Dr. Henry and Dr. Kyle. This is how you clean up.
Okay.
Smelling an unknown chemical, never lean over it. Instead, just waft the fumes towards your nose. This is wrong, and this is right. I repeat, this is wrong, and this is right. And that's all. But wait, this video is only 3 minutes. Looks like I need a distraction. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Conway Twitty.
I see the sparkling little diamond on your hand. It's plain to see that you already got a man, and I can tell you're not about to fall for any of my life. I see the want to in your eyes. Deep in your smile, there's a quiet, soft desire, like the ember of a once raging fire. You know I could light that fire again. You know it isn't wise. I see the want to in your eyes. How strong is a man just like you, have silent schemes. How many men like me do they sleep with in their dreams? You can stay or you can go, and although I sympathize, I see the want to in your eyes. I see the want to in your eyes.
Terrific. Terrific. So, Lois, you still pissed at me about Stewie being on the roof?
Yes, Peter, I am.
Well, for crying out loud, if Conway Twitty isn't enough to lighten you...
I see the want to in your eyes. How strong is a man of gold? Is it strong enough to hold when a love has grown cold and a woman wants a love sweet and warm? How many women just like you have silent schemes? How many men like me do they sleep with in their dreams? You can stay or you can go, and although I sympathize, I see the want to in your eyes. I see the want to in your eyes.
Oh yeah, and here's me screwing around with the camera.
Wait, is distilled water, is that just regular water?
Go here, actually go to the,
We did that. Is this
trying to figure out
water,
this
is that
camera.
regular water?
Alright, distilled water is basically extra purified.
It's just water.
Sounds good. So like, we can't, I can square it
I'll
up.
be back in a minute. I gotta get Kaylin to tell me how to do the video mode on this. Excuse me? Can I see Kaylin Williams for a second? Oh, Kaylin Williams?
Yeah, Kaylin, good.
What?
How do you get this thing on video mode?
It is my video. You're recording right now.
I am. How do I stop?